Greetings, wanderers. Tonight, under the ancient canopy of Yggdrasil, let me spin you tales whispered in the winds. I am Hallbjorn, your guide through the 9 realms of Norse mythology. From Odin's wisdom to Loki's mischief. From the birth of worlds to the impending twilight that is Ragnarök. These are the stories etched in the stars. As we gather around this fire, may embers of these Norse tales kindle a flame of inspiration and curiosity in our hearts and our minds, forging a connection to the ancient sagas that will endure long after the last ember fades. Odin, too, the All-Father, has many children. Particularly, he has many sons. There is, of course, Thor, the god Thunder, with his mighty hammer Mjolnir. But there is also Vidar, second in strength only to Thor. There are also many others that live with the gods and throughout the 9 realms. But none were quite as cherished as Balder. Balder is the god of kindness, a being of great joy and boldness, not only favored by his father, but by all the gods and entities, save for Loki. One day, Balder had a horrid nightmare about his death, not only because it was his death, but also because it was a catalyst of Ragnarök. Frigga, wife of Odin and mother of Balder, concerned for her son and the cosmos, went to all the entities of the 9 realms and made them swear an oath to never harm Balder. This has given the shining god invulnerability, so much to the point that it has become a game of the gods for them to throw weapons, furniture, stones, anything at the god, and watch him laugh in great amusement as they bounced off him, lest they break Frigga's oath. One day, Loki shall get bored and sour with Balder's musings. He will disguise himself as Frigga's handmaiden and ask her about his invulnerability and ask if indeed all the entities swore her oath. She confirmed, but after thought, remembered mistletoe. She told the handmaiden that mistletoe had been the only entity, the only thing in all the 9 realms and all the cosmos that did not take her oath to not harm Balder. She did not hold it against mistletoe. Mistletoe, to her, at the time, was innocent and benign. The wheels in Loki's head will turn, and he will fashion a small javelin or dart made out of mistletoe. He will then go to the game of the gods where they throw things at him, and he will find the blind god Holder. He will ask why Holder is beside himself away from the games, and will insist that even though he cannot see, he can still participate. He will give the dart, the javelin, the mistletoe spear to Holder. Holder, when it is his turn, will throw the spear with great force at Balder and pierce him in the heart. And he will fall to the ground dead, shocking and worrying the gods once more, as it will be another catalyst of Ragnarök. It is then that Odin will ask another one of his sons, Hermod, to go to the underworld, to Niflheim, to ask Hel in her hall for the return of the soul of Balder. She, in her cold indifference, will refuse, unless every entity once again would weep for the loss of Odin's favored son. Messengers will go across the 9 realms, and all of them, even Mistletoe, will weep for the loss of the shining god. All will weep except for a Jotunus, who will be Loki in disguise. She will refuse to weep for him, and so it is then that Hel will refuse to return Balder to Asgard. This is what begins Ragnarök. This, out of many beginnings, will be the end.